everybody, what's up fam? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Many of you know that I have made several videos explaining in detail about the Democratic Party's racist agenda against black people here in America. Videos like Proof That Liberals Are Racist, Gun Control Part 1, Part 2, and What is the Democratic Party, just to name a few. If anyone took the time to do just a little research into the political history of the Democratic Party, they would soon discover that not only did they support white racists like ex-Klansman Senator Robert Byrd and his protege Hillary Clinton, but they also openly support black racists like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and the most anti-Semitic, grossly racist, and extremely homophobic leader of the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan. Now, taters, let me tell you something. I hate people who love to lie, but I also learned that I hate hypocrites even more. And when it comes to the Democratic Party, especially the Congressional Black Caucus, no political party worldwide can beat them in the hypocrisy department, okay? Allow me to explain. When Donald Trump won the presidential elections over Hillary Clinton, the main two Democrats who demanded that he be impeached because he was racist were Texas Rep. Al Green and California Rep. Maxine Poverty Pimp Mama Waters. Over and over and over again, you had Al Green, who seemed to always talk with his eyes closed, telling Congress that they need to impeach President Trump because he's racist. Mr. Speaker, I stand before you today asking that we protect the American people by impeaching the racist president known as Donald J. Trump. And then you had Maxine Waters and her wigs go on national TV also calling for the impeachment of President Trump. And she sounded like a mental patient who forgot to take her meds. Donald Trump is a racist and he needs to be impeached because he's trying to start a war with our ally, North Korea. He needs to be impeached. From the day Donald Trump won the elections until now, all we heard from the Democrats, along with the crooked members of the Congressional Black Caucus, was how evil, racist, sexist, and homophobic Donald Trump was and still is. But when it comes to Louis Farrakhan, who's openly racist, sexist, and homophobic, along with being grossly anti-Semitic, all we're hearing from the Democratic Party are crickets and owls. President Trump is not a racist, and due to his daughter converting to Judaism, along with his support for Israel, he is far from being anti-Semitic. He also done more for the black community in 1 year during his presidency than Obama has done in 8 of his. But the Democrats don't like that, honey. You see, black people prospering is bad for business when it comes to the Democrats, especially for the Congressional Black Caucus. Why do you think during President Trump's State of the Union speech, when he announced that black unemployment was at an all-time low since 1972, them Negroes was sitting there all salty, refusing to clap? And what's with wearing the kente cloth, cluttered up together, separating yourself from other races like y'all representing Wakanda or something? So in the end, President Trump proves that he's not a racist and that he sincerely wants the best for black people here in America. Yet the Democrats continue to call him racist, sexist, and homophobic. But Louis Farrakhan? Well, that's a different story. This man is openly racist, and he said that white people deserve to die. He also said White people are white devils, potential humans who haven't evolved yet and are sinful by nature. Damn! Now that's racist. He also said that the Jews are satanic subhuman beings who caused their own Holocaust and that Hitler was a very great man. Louis Farrakhan believes that homosexuals are an abomination and blacks who marry whites are committing a wicked sin against God. And the Democrats are like, yeah, okay, this is fine. This past February, the Nation of Islam had their annual Saviours Day convention in Chicago, where Louis Farrakhan spoke to thousands upon thousands of black folks about how whites are inherently inferior to blacks. He also threatened the Jews by saying that their time here is up.
And Farrakhan, by God's grace, has pulled the cover off of that satanic Jew. And I'm here to say, your time is up.
Shortly after the convention, it was discovered that members of the Congressional Black Caucus had direct ties to Louis Farrakhan, especially Illinois Rep. Danny Davis and Representative Maxine Waters, who proudly attended these racist, anti-Semitic conventions held by Louis Farrakhan in the past. A picture surfaced recently of Barack Obama cheesing it up with the hateful group leader and his team. Now, this picture was taken in 2005, but remained a secret until last month because the journalist who took it worked for the Nation of Islam. But wait, it gets even better. The Congressional Black Caucus asked him to hide the picture in order to protect Obama's political future. After all these videos of Farrakhan's racist and anti-Semitic speech started to appear online, the Republicans asked the Democrats to disavow Louis Farrakhan. And how did the Democrats handle it? They pretended that they didn't even hear him. Oh no! It's gonna rain today. Oh my God, and I just got my hair did. Oh no. Maxine, girl, it's gonna rain today. Can I borrow one of your wigs? Now let me remind you all about the drama that the Democrats put our poor president through. When former imperial wizard of the KKK, David Damn Duke, tried to endorse Trump during his election campaign, the Democrats done lost their damn mind and said, oh my God, Trump, Klansman David Duke is endorsing you. Disavow, disavow, disavow. So what did our president do? He disavowed David Duke. Then we had Richard Spencer at his 2016 MPI convention give a toast to President Trump by saying, "Hail Trump, hail our people, and hail victory." Once again, the Democrats start barking orders to our president. Trump, the alt-right are a bunch of Nazis. Disavow, disavow, disavow. And of course, without any hesitation, President Trump disavows the alt-right and condemned them. And finally, the Charlottesville incident that resulted in the death of an innocent woman caused by a white supremacist who was a member of a racist group, Vanguard America. And right on cue, the Democrats ordered President Trump to denounce the KKK, the neo-Nazis, and the white supremacists. And without skipping a beat, our beloved president denounced the KKK, neo-Nazis, and white supremacists. So the Democrats told President Trump to disavow David Duke. He does it. Then they tell him to disavow the alt-right. He does it. And last year, they demanded that he denounce the KKK, neo-Nazis, and white nationalists. And guess what? He does it. But when the Republicans asked the Democrats to disavow Louis Farrakhan, they're all like, we squirrel! So as of today, the Democrats refuse to disavow Louis Farrakhan. And the same goes to the Congressional Black Caucus, who also refuse to condemn and distance themselves from this evil man. Even the Democratic Jews refused to disavow Louis Farrakhan, and he called them all satanic monsters. And there you have it, folks. Hypocrisy at its finest. Louis Farrakhan is one of the most vile human beings on the planet Earth. He is a hateful minister who preaches sermons of death to whites, fiery damnation to Jews, and the banishment of homosexuals. And yet the Democrats still refuse to disavow him. Now remember, the Democrats pride themselves on being the party of morality, and yet they refuse to end their relationship with a man who is clearly immoral. A man who wants whites and Jews dead. This is blatant hypocrisy. This is racial injustice. This is the approval of anti-Semitism. But this is the Democratic Party. Founders of the KKK, defenders of slavery, and the pioneers of racial division here in America. They've been this way since 1828. They were racist and anti-Semitic back then, and they are still that way now. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Also keep in mind that every time I upload a video, YouTube takes away 50 to 100 subscribers from my channel. So please check to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel every week. I'll see you all next time. Later, taters.